And now he's defending like...
to be playing Nba2k18
The 2K Sports pregame show.
with my new 61 overall.
Welcome to game 1 of the NBA season.
Finisher. I am with the Chicago Bulls.
Here we go, Rook. First game, boy. I
First
remember
game
my
of
first
my
game.
season.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was a little...
Of my career, actually.
Hey, Rook.
What's up, man?
You here, man? How geeked up are you?
Nah, I'm going over the give and go, man. I just want to make sure that when I'm in the back, I'm in the back.
All right. Okay. That's enough, man. You my
What,
Rook,
man?
right?
Yeah, I'm your Rook.
We established you my rookie, right?
I mean, you established it, but yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
So listen up, man, because, look, I'm going to be honest with you, all right?
What?
Number one,
Yeah.
you're not even really going to play.
Man, get out of
Nah,
here.
man, for real. And on top of that, you are an unheralded rookie. You wasn't even drafted.
So what? I'm hungry, all right? I've been working on my shot. I plugged in all my plays on 2K.
You did
What? Yeah, I plugged in all... Look, the point is, I've been putting my shots up. And let me tell you something. It is wetter than the Pacific Ocean on a rainy day, Sam. All right?
Look, dog,
So if
look.
you want it-
All right, look. I love the enthusiasm, all right?
Okay.
I'm sure the coaching staff will even love it. You might as well sit back, relax, study the plays, maybe pose your imaginary action figures or whatever you need to do. But I'm going to tell you, man, these dudes, us vets, we got this.
Look,
Shut up.
I am ready, all right? And I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah, man, maybe so.
Bro, shut the hell up. Sammy, I swear to God. Looks like it's a chance. I'm going to leave your sorry ass. Think I won't. I will join the Warriors to be a snake. Think I won't. Look at me like this. They get on my own other players, but they believe in it.
Make certain to be here for our favorite giveaway. Come to the game and get a figure of your favorite mascot, the Raptor. All right, fans, stick around for halftime.
The Air Canada Centre is filled to capacity. Welcome up, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame. Well, guys, and DeRozan is so important to this Raptors team, DA. I'm sure they're glad he's sticking around for the long haul. And there's always a special feel to the evening on opening night. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
I agree. For players and fans alike, I mean, this is the one night you actually get to believe.
Toronto will go for a different look here. Jakob Poeltl checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. Myers. And Anunoby subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. So for Chicago right now, Wells is out there with Grant. And it's DJ. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Nwaba in at the 3 spot. Anunoby passes to Poeltl. Outside for Lowry. Buries it from 3-point range. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he hits it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Nwaba kicks to DJ. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And on paper, you called them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
To the wing right side. Three-pointer, Lowry. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4.
Get out of my way. I said get out of my way.
Lays it up and banks it in. Scores his first basket here in the NBA, the beginning to hopefully a long and prosperous career. They set the pick. Here's Anunoby on deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but a tough line.
And DJ is a strong, rangy defender. He excels at being a pest and annoying whoever he's on.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Sometimes I'm tired. I could guard like one of the ball guards everybody. And just walk right down the court. Other team scores at the best break. If I'm tired. Independently on the scores. It's like 55 to 54
Well, before the game, we had a moment to sit down with DJ, and we asked him.
It's pretty amazing to consider where I'm at right now.
Shut up.
How hard is it going to be for DJ to adjust to the NBA game on the fly?
Yeah, you know, getting used to the speed and the pace, always a challenge for a rookie, and that'll be an uphill battle. But he believes in himself, and he has the skill set, I believe, to find success early on.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And a great way to silence this hostile crowd, taking it right to the defense. I mean, forcing them to either commit fouls or give up easy buckets.
They've got Pirtle. Norman Powell is out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
I like the attitude of DJ. He's a quiet player who makes his presence felt on both ends of the court.
Now we're seeing the debut of DJ as he gets his first NBA minutes. How great is this? Didn't take your typical road to the NBA, but there is a lot to be excited about from this kid.
Yeah, an unconventional path, to say the least, for DJ to get to this moment, as you mentioned. But he's earned his spot on this team, and I know fans are excited to see what he can bring to the table.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat. What was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever laced them up, and Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards, and then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing errors that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Raptors leading by just 2. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Check in for Denzel Valentine.
Got him. All right, we gotta make some keys.
Bulls trail by 7. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. And it's DJ in at the 3 slot.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the wide open shot from Miles. Here's Valanciunas. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wildly strong defender. He sends shots back.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Some changes for Toronto. Pirtle comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Norman Powell subbed in for CJ Miles. And Chicago also making a switch. Portis is checked in.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch 4 and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
Right block shot. He shoots again, and DJ with the layup. DJ's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, DJ going to work on the offensive glass, using his athleticism to hunt down second chance opportunities.
Pirtle dishes to DeRozan. It's blocked.
Get blocked. What are you doing? No, I'm going back.
For the tie. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Bulls. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
Pirtle. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
DJ passes to Nwaba. Here's Markkanen. Nailed from 3-point land. Markkanen's got 6 points.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And defensively,
They kept me in though.
Here's Wells.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game.
Oh my God.
They're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
You sit me out.
And Miles kicks to Lowe. And so Toronto takes this one by a big
long season. Wow, yo. Like, why would they sit me out? Why? Damn, you goofy, bro. Why the hell did you sit me out? Stupid. God damn. Why the hell would you sit me out? Someone tell me. Why did you sit me out? I had 13 points. And I was winning the game for us. But let me just go sit out the best player on the team, and I bet you I was the best player on the team. I bet you I was doing the best on our team right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that VC just for one game in my career. Bro. I just went up 3,000
Good effort
fans.
out there, fellas.
Good effort.
Hey, real good effort.
Fuck that effort, bro.
Man. It's one game. Pick your head up. You get them next time.
Oh my God.
That was brutal, Shane. I don't know if I could get used to losing games like this.
Man, who you telling? It don't get no easier. Look the lead.
Mr. Sham, wow.
What's up, boo-boo?
How we feeling?
You know, tough loss, but it ain't my first rodeo.
It's just one game, as you know. There'll be many more. You'll get them next time.
Always do, man.
You always do.
All right.
You're right, man. We always get them next time. Where's he going?
Hey, man, don't worry about it. Like he said, let's just move on to the next one. Hey, that's just boo-boo, man. It takes some time.
I swear.
You can't just run up on him trying to get daps. He don't know you yet.
But you did it, so I thought I could do it.
Man, I'm a vet. You're a rookie.
Yeah, but
You're not the same. Remember that.
Shut up. You ain't even a starter, bro. She had me really fucking cocky. Who's that? Coach D? Oh. Endorsement. Let's come out of my office between... I don't know where it is. Oh my God, guys. I can't believe. Like...
Are you here for me?
We are. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, I know I had a decent game, but man, did she ever slow down?
Nope.
Well, I thought we were going to be in the
We got a
press
solo
conference.
hit on you. Special request.
Fresh meat.
No way. With Shaq and Kenny? NBA TV?
Moochie the Mad Cow, WPON.
Sports Radio 56.
Wait,
the bomb.
What?
You're doing a remote in.
Remote that again.
Hello?
My mic fell out.
How you doing, DJ? Nice
Can't
game.
hear
Thanks for
anything.
taking a couple of minutes.
No problem,
No,
Moochie.
it's all
Great.
falling
Let's get
apart.
started.
Sports Radio 56 with Moochie.
All right. Moochie the Mad Cow here with new rookie, DJ.
Hey.
DJ just put in work in his first ever NBA game. DJ, you played great tonight. How did it feel out there?
To be completely honest with you, Moochie, I mean, I was expecting this. But it's okay because I do this and I've been doing this. And tonight is just a glimpse of how your boy DJ can play. Now, the more time I get, the more points I get. Doesn't that make sense? I mean, look, me coming off the bench, it's cute, but it's just a temporary situation. That's all I'm saying.
That means someone's got to sit, though, right?
You're absolutely right. Somebody's got to sit. And I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a vet. That's right. If a vet needs to take a seat so that DJ can eat, that's going to happen, baby. Because let me tell you, this is Lion King, King of the Jungle, Circle of Life. That's all I'm saying.
I love the confidence. You kind of came out of nowhere to make the league. How are you adjusting to the speed of the game?
Hold up, Moochie. I got to stop you there. I didn't come out of nowhere. Now, I've been doing this for as long as I've been doing my music. See, I just didn't come through the normal route. Now, they pay guys top dollar to go out there and scout the best shooters, the best ball players, the best ball handlers, and somehow they overlook your boy DJ. Now, what you really need to be doing is contacting them and figuring out how they couldn't do their jobs properly. That's all I'm saying.
Wow! Well, that's all the time we've got for today. I'd like to thank DJ for taking a few minutes to talk to us after his NBA debut. Thanks again, DJ.
Anytime, baby. We good?
We good.
All right.
We gotta keep an eye on that one.
Shut up, bro. Alright. Depending on what he wants us to do. I forgot, honestly. Yeah, wearing a brown shirt. Take it off. Got him. Please, let me take it off, though. Please, please, please. I'll upgrade my player once I get over it.
That's right, Mom. 2 bouquets of roses. Real roses, just for you. I knew you'd be.
Brian, talk to me.
Oh, hey. Yeah, DJ's here. I gotta go.
Hi.
Yes, he says hi. Yeah, she thinks you're adorable. Look at that.
What's all this?
I did my agent thing. I got you a local endorsement with Weaver's Traffic School.
Oh my God.
I know. It's thrilling. Look at these things.
Brian, you've been talking to me about shoe deals. Shoe deals. What is this? Weaver's something or another? I don't even know what they do.
Weaver's Traffic School, and they are a local business who loves doing things with the teammates.
Okay, so
Hey,
this
come
is
on,
like,
this is
is
your
this like
fresh
a
face.
legit, this is a real endorsement?
Yes, it's a real endorsement. Come on. This is how you work your way up. You gotta do this to get the shoe deal. The shoe deals are coming. In the meantime, Weaver's wants to put you on a billboard.
Okay, now you had me at billboard. Right?
Then
I
look
understand
at
what
these.
you're saying. All right,
You get to pick the one
let's
you
see
like.
what we got here.
We'll do this one.
That's the one.
Great. That's the one I would have picked. I will let them know, and then I'll let you know as soon as the shoe deals start walking
Well,
in.
I sure hope so, Bri. I'll be waiting.
You won't wait long, because I'm fast.
Shut up. No, you won't.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Here.
No, you don't. You know what you're doing nowhere. Stop lying to yourself. You're a failure. So messed up. Alright, let's not figure out a layups here. What's this screw up? 2,700. Bring it up to alright. How do we see the rest of it? 5,000 times. Alright, so I'm gonna get that up. How much is that gonna cost? 42 goddamn thousand. Take that away. 30 seconds. Wow. Wow. Alright.
Hey guys, Mike Wang here, gameplay director for the NBA 2K series. Steve Smith was known as a defensive stopper in the NBA, and we're giving you the tools to lock down on defense in NBA 2K18. When guarding the ball, press and hold the intense D trigger. This will put you in a defensive stance and let you move quicker laterally. To cut off a dribbler, you need to recognize their momentum, predict, and get to the spot before he can. If the ball handler isn't moving, you can crowd the dribbler by holding the intense D trigger while moving closer to them. This will make it difficult for the ball handler to perform dribble moves and force them to either attempt to drive or back off further away from the basket. When the shot goes up, contest the shot by holding the pro stick in any direction. This will affect the success of the shot and keep your player on the ground ready to rebound. You can always use...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, man.
Say what?
What?
You say something?
Nah, man, I'm just looking at my preseason stats, man. They're horrible.
I mean, you're horrible. What site is that you on?
Nba2k18.
Oh, yo, hey, come here, man. You gotta look at the in-house stuff. Man, that's just the box scores. Teams got high-speed cameras all around the arenas and the practice gym. Hey, tell this dude.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
This the stats kid. The
Aaron.
stats kid.
That's cool too.
So how my rookie doing, man?
Hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm DJ.
He's actually doing really well. Your per possession stats, there's like 96 possessions with an average game. If you extrapolate those numbers based on...
DJ, don't you listen to this man. He's full of bird seeds. You just keep your head in the game, okay?
Got it, coach.
Stats and possessions.
If you extrapolate those numbers based on the amount of possessions you play versus the raw totals.
The raw total? What about the cook totals? I don't understand.
If you extrapolate, your per possession stats project you as a starter.
See? That's my rook, boy.
Hey, man, I like the way you talking, man. Keep talking to me like that, bruh.
Of course, if you need anything else, let me know.
All right, bro.
Numbers related, of course.
I like you, man. I like that dude.
Hey, he's a commodity around here, man, so use him wisely.
I'm gonna use him every day.
Yeah, use it. Man, get that out of here. That's a little, either that's just weird, or I'm just dirty-minded. I averaged 13 points a game. Wow. See, I literally want to get injured, but I don't. Because I'm not if it's probable I'm gonna get injured. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm good. That's not right.
This is right, folks, to make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine with your favorite mascot. Give me the goal.
For the protection of the players and fans, many violations are subject to arrest and prosecution.
Shoot more than just A's in the game.
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you. We are nearly... And they need him to be that way, DA. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. And an exciting start to the year, but a long way to go if you're a veteran player. Chicago ends up going with a new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Murray's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay is out there with Anderson. Then there's Murray. And it's Mills in at the point guard position.
Man, once he gets down that lane, DJ is not going to go easy. He's going to finish with some strength.
Murray for three. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, well, that's something you'll be happy with. And when Gay is locked in, he's special. An efficient scorer who can effortlessly take over games.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Grant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now Mills. 1 second left, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this age.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother, and that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
2 shots. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Mills out there with Murray. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Anderson. And it's Aldridge in at the center, locking down the middle. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive. Man, he said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going in the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency. One of the best two-way players in the game.
That's why guys love lining up to play with DJ. Keep moving. Get open. He'll find you. Sensational feed.
Inside. Stolen by Markkanen. Passes to DJ. Markkanen in the corner. Pass to Nwaba. Grant kicks to DJ. A rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. Well, one of the new faces on the roster this season is DJ, and for those of you who haven't followed his story, made the team after getting a training camp invitation, but he's fought his way, Greg, into some minutes now.
And to go one step even prior to the training camp invite, he got that invite by impressing in a street ball competition. Now, I know a lot of fans are hoping he can make it in the NBA just due to his long shot story.
Not the game this team was looking for last time they took to the court. Ended up on the losing side, Greg, but there were some positives to take away.
Yeah, and the big one to me was that DJ showed that he has a lot to contribute. It was limited action, but when he was on the floor, he was a definite positive for the team.
Wells dishes to DJ. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. a pretty lopsided game for the first half. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands. San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Murray's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. They've got Grant. Markkanen is out there with DJ. Then there's Wells. And it's Nwaba in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Spurs.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Leonard, but they recover it. Another shot.
No doubt the shot being affected by the very tight defense that DJ is playing out there. He's all over him, not giving him any space. Terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Spurs trail by 20.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
And that's the versatility Leonard provides this offense, showing the confidence and ability to hit from range.
There's the pick. Over to the left wing. Now here's Wells, covered by Mills.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play. We love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Portis, he's checked in for Grant. And San Antonio also making a switch. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Murray. And the San Antonio Spurs, the best bench net rating in the league last season, ranked 3rd in bench minutes.
Well, it's amazing the way that Pop controls the players' minutes. So the starters don't play a ton. The bench guys get enough minutes to play cohesively together. And one of the guys who was hugely impactful coming off the bench last year for them was Patty Mills. And in fact, last year they became the first 60-win team to have 11 different players that played at least 1,000 minutes.
Here's Gay. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Spurs trail by 16. Anderson outside. Gay passes to Mills. Dishes to Ginobili. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. Shot from 12. The putback. They get it back. And the pass to Nwaba to the paint. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Substitution. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Back right after this. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
We can't forget about the boards. If we don't go to bodies, they're going to be at the rim all night.
And pretty unsurprising there, Greg Popovich reminding us. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. DJ comes in for Mirotic. Justin Holiday's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Payne in for Dunn. Then for the Spurs, Leonard, he's checked in for Gay. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker. On the court for San Antonio. Mills teams up with Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And DJ throws it down.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game, or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
Just one of those insane nights for Leonard, putting on a one-man show offensively.
And here is DJ. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
From the wing, it's in.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. There was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Brick wall, and then back straight, and then we throw it. I'm not going to do that. It's not all.
That's how you win a game, baby!
Damn right.
That's what I'm talking about. Good game. Real good game.
I gotta beat.
Boy.
That's how we do it, boo-boo. That's right.
Good game,
Saw that victory, right?
Killed him, man. Yeah, all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. I'm so done, man.
Too soon.
What do you mean too soon?
Too soon, man. It's not your time yet. You're starting to embarrass me.
What are you talking about?
You have to stop.
Coach D should be hitting me up and telling me I got more minutes. Like, you see what I'm doing? There's a 6 in the East. Wait, do we play the West too? We do. We're 6th in the East. There's a 10th. If they beat us, we'll probably be 10th. They'll probably be 6th. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna face Miami. Yeah, I knew we were gonna take an out of them. We beat OKC. Let's get it! Wait, what are the Heat now? Not the Cavaliers. Only 9. Or 4th. Let's get it! Alright, it's gonna be the last game this stream. Yeah, it's gonna be the last game of the stream.
Hey guys, I'm Dan Indra, and I am a game designer on NBA 2K. Before the holidays, we already had a number of players who had reached 98 overall in their mycareers, and to no one's surprise, we have a bunch more now.
And notice how they're all wearing those. After he's in a brown shirt, he's in a brown shirt too.
So as always, congratulations to everybody for hitting this amazing milestone. And if you haven't done so already, we're all hoping you get to 99 soon. With the holidays just behind us, we know there's a lot of you out there who are just starting on your road to 99. One of the first things you're going to notice about the new mode is the neighborhood. While exploring the neighborhood, you can find a few different clothing options for your MyPlayer, including swags and the NBA store for official gear. Haircuts are now at Doc's Barbershop. Alley-oops is where you go to get tattoos, pun intended. You can even take your shot at a mini basketball high score in 2K Zone. But if real-size hoops are more your speed, the neighborhood's got 3 special courts where you can show off your dunking, 3-point, and 1v1 skills. And just like with any real neighborhood, you can do all of this with the entire community and your friends. And of course, these multiplayer options aren't limited to the street. You can invite your friends or NBA players from your career to your MyCourt to play mini games like Horse or Around the World, or set up private games. I mean, in your MyCourt, you can even play 2K inside 2K. But if you want to actually get all the way down the road to 99, you need to be at your best. And for that, you're going to want to go to the training facility and the team's practice facility. In the team training facility, you can do specific drills to improve specific badges. And in the gym, you're going to be able to get a bonus to your turbo that will carry over through multiple NBA or part games. And for those of you that really want to maximize it as much as possible, go to the practice facility, do a practice, find the juice guy, and I think you'll be happy. And of course, no neighborhood is complete without the park. You can go for some 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 street ball action. And even if that's not enough for you, we also have the venue where we have tons of special events throughout the year. And last but not least, the Pro-Am is the best place to test your 5-on-5 basketball skills against the entire world. Singles and squads can join walk-on games, or for those of you that are looking for a special challenge, you can own your own fully customizable team. There's also been a lot of news about the NBA 2K League, so let's kick it back to Rachel, who's going to explain how some of you are actually going to be able to play 2K professionally.
It's time to qualify for the NBA 2K League Draft. The first round.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K.
I only cared about Shaq. What are you guys writing Shaq in NBA? NBA history. Number 3, next to Kobe and MJ. Who's that, Brian? I know it also. All I have to do is make an appearance. Alright. Oh, don't care about that right now. Oh my God.
On the road looking for a win against it, and nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the load.
Well, guys, DJ.
And sometimes players that take to basketball late end up being some of the greatest of all time. Guys like Duncan and Giannis come to mind.
Steve, how's basketball early in the season different from... First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Dunn kicks to Levine. There's the screen. Now the pass to DJ.
I need to just put it up.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we know that DJ, of course, getting his nickname from his work behind the turntables. Although, Greg, he's rededicated himself to basketball as he still does have a huge interest in creating his own music.
Yeah, and as much as DJ loves DJing, he's going to have to find a balance between it and making it in the NBA. Hard enough to be successful at one passion, much less two. And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Hands it from downtown.
The perimeter shooting of Mirotic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
And Olynyk kicks to Ellington. Here is Whiteside. He really had an off night against the Timberwolves, never really got into rhythm.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Now, here's Olynyk. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Good ball movement here by Miami. Feeds it to Johnson. It's good from long range.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
This is to Winslow. And Olynyk kicks to Ellington. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Johnson the screen. The Heat need to get a shot off. They get the rebound. Right side. Got a piece of it.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
3 minutes, got 4 points.
You know, watching DJ, he has that inner fire, a competitiveness that brings out the best in his game most of the time.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Ellington dishes to Whiteside. Bucket is good. Whiteside's got 6 points.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense. I play.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's giving them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
We've got Johnson. Whiteside is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Ellington in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, DA. Here's Grant. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 1:06 left in the first half. Off the pick. And DJ throws it down.
And like how alert Wells is on the floor. High motor, guy who knows when one of his guys is open.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Why is she going to hoop it? I swear, if someone dunks on me and that's
55 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
I'm going to just have to get around to 3 going.
Waiters outside. Winslow kicks to Johnson. There's the pick. Pass to Ellington. There's the three. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is everything but the finish.
He goes up again. And DJ throws it down.
That is just hustle, hustle, hustle. DJ beating everyone to the glass.
Now here's Johnson. Five on the clock. The dish to Ellington. Shoots off the screen. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Heat lead by 5. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Ellington's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. So for the Bulls, it's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got DJ. He's out there with Nikola Mirotic. Wells is out there with Portis. And it's Mwaba in at the 2 spot. DJ with it. Johnson's there. And he gets it again. Shot good from DJ.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together 3.
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. DJ comes in for Mirotic. Levine's checked in for Wells. And it's Grant in for Dunn. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Winslow is out there with Johnson. And it's Mickey in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
This is the result of taking it up strong in the paint. DJ now going to the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 10. 24 seconds left in the game. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Dunn.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Grant the pass to DJ.
I got that ball. No,
Baseline J on the way. That one a little long. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one won down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
I get a lot of views. I don't care. I'm going to continue making videos because I like it. If you're new, and if you watch it, subscribe to the channel. Hit that smash that like button down below. Comment what you want to see me do, what challenges you want me to do, and either 2K or Fortnite, World War 2, Madden 18, it's up to y'all. But I will see you guys later.
Sham, who do we have next, bro? Because I can do that again and again and again.
You barely played. Real chill out.
Get out of here. Good game, Sham.
Appreciate you.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
I will see you guys later. Peace out.
Hey, Sham.